Good evening. Welcome back to Melanin Speaks. Happy holidays. Y'all see I have my ugly Christmas shirt on. I made this last year. I wasn't able to make one this year. So I was like, you know what? This been sitting here looking all lonely. So why not put it on for Melanin Speaks? I want to say happy holidays to everyone. Christmas is coming, New Year's is coming. I'm not sure if you guys have New Year's resolutions, but I believe everyone should try to be a better person. Not yearly, but every chance you can get, be a better person, heal, transition into something new, do things that we've never done before. Like it's always good to grow forward. So let's do that even before the new year start. Let's start to grow forward. We are back with part 31 of Let Me Help You Up. And next month will be 11 months that we've been doing this. February will be a whole year. February 2nd, to be exact, will be a whole entire year that we've been on this healing journey together. And I want to thank everybody that has been on this roller coaster with me. There's been emotional times, there's been happy times, there's been sad times, there's been just all over the board. And you guys have been rocking with me, and I really do appreciate y'all. Today, this evening, I'm sorry I'm late, but this evening we are talking about letting go of emotional triage. And y'all know that I can talk, so I'm going to get right into it. So this picture, y'all can't see the picture. It shows a woman holding up a napkin. And the napkin says, invalidating your own experience because someone else has it worse. And then there's a garbage can under her. And it says, discard expired beliefs here. So what it's saying is, we're going to stop discarding our experiences because someone else has it bad or has it worse, excuse me. So we're going to get right into it. Why do we unconsciously believe that empathy is finite? When we compare our suffering to the suffering of others, we get caught up in comparing our pain to others in order to decide whether we are worthy of experiencing the heaviness of what we currently feel. If we feel someone has it worse, we shut down our experience and justify it by saying, but so many people have it worse, so I shouldn't feel this way. But there is a flaw in this belief system. While it makes us believe we are being more empathetic, it actually robs us of fully stepping into our most empathetic selves. So let's bring in a new belief system laced in the truth of our valid feelings. This one is resonating for me because we do this all the time. And I know I do this all the time. If I'm dealing with something, and it could be just something financial maybe, and it could be maybe, oh, well, I can't go out and eat or something because I'm financially unable to. Or I'm financially unable to pay a bill this month. But then we look at it and see someone else that doesn't even have a roof over their heads. And it's like, well, damn, well, let me stop complaining because I can't pay a bill, but this person doesn't even have a roof. We have to stop invalidating our own stuff. We have stuff too. It may not be as bad as theirs, but that doesn't mean that we have to downplay what we're dealing with. We do it all the time. It doesn't matter what the situation is. If my shoe is leaning to the side, but this person doesn't even have any shoes, that doesn't downplay the fact that my shoes is running down too. yeah, that may be worse because that person doesn't have any shoes, but that doesn't make mine less due to the fact that they don't even have the shoe. You know, we do that and we downplay our situations because someone has it worse. And we have to stop doing that. We have to stop doing that. We all are struggling with something. Um, and it doesn't, because someone has it worse or someone has it whatever better or whatever it is, we have to stop downplaying what we're dealing with emotionally, physically. Because I do say in my situation, I always say, like, I have this injury. You guys know I have this injury, this nerve injury. And I always downplay it when I hear that someone may have maybe some other type of injury that they have. And it's like, just because mines flare up once a week, theirs flare up 3 times a week, I still cannot devalue my situation. I'm still in pain as well, and I do that all the time. I'm like, you know what? Let me quit complaining because it could be worse. My arm could be cut off, but it doesn't take away the fact that I am still in pain every day, and I've been living in pain for nearly 14 years, and I will be living in pain for the rest of my life, So we have to stop devaluing what we deal with because someone else has it worse. It also reads, when we feel validated in our own experiences, we open the door to feeling more empathy towards others. We are able to see ourselves in them and offer support without stepping over our own needs and feelings first. That makes a lot of sense as well. Like, we have to stop putting ourselves second to other folks. You can help, but always make sure that you are pouring out of a cup that is not empty. I said this the other day, I think yesterday on my Facebook page. You cannot pour out of a empty cup. So as long as we are taking care of us first, then we can always give help and support and affirmations and prayer and hugs and, a ear to someone else that needs it. But we have to definitely come first. I have a special guest that I want to bring on. I never do this on my pre-recorded, but she wanted to speak on this, so I am going to bring her on, and we are going to get her insight about this subject. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is my beautiful daughter, Jakayla.
Hi.
She's a little shy, but that's okay. I wanted to get her input on the topic that we are talking about today. And again, it's letting go of the emotional triage. So what do you think about that?
Okay. I think that is true. We do put down our emotions when someone else is having a harder time than us. I do it like every day, honestly.
So what do you do that you pick up on that? So when you read that and you picked up on, this is what it brought up for you, like, okay, I do this when this happened, or I did this when that happened.
Like a story, but not like the full story.
Yeah.
Like when someone that I know doesn't have a job is struggling with money stuff, and I know I have a good amount for myself and my family. I try not to tell them about what's happening with me because it's not the same. Like financial problems and emotional problems aren't really the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I feel bad, and I just forget about what's going on with me, and just try to focus all on them. But yeah.
Yeah. So that is like I was speaking on, like that is something that we unconsciously do. That's what the book said as well.
Yeah.
It's unconsciously, and people that are genuine, anything that's happening with their friends or their peers or your friends or your peers, it affects you.
Oh yeah.
So you can't help but, like, okay, I'm gonna downplay what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Rather it's you not having the money either, but they don't have the money at all.
Oh yeah.
That too. So it's like you have to. Then it's like,
Well, it feels like if I were to bring up my problem, if their problem is worse, it feels like I'm being less sympathetic.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't, and I do feel that, and I understand that, but at some point it's like, hey, we have to be able to talk together, work this out together, figure it out together, and not feel like, okay, if I put my stuff on them, because they're putting their stuff on us.
Yeah.
So why can't we be able to
put it
on them and back and forth?
Their situation is working.
Yeah, but see, that's why we have to not devalue our situation, because everyone needs help. Everyone needs an ear.
Eventually, when you're like listening to them and not thinking about your problem, it's gonna come back.
Yeah.
And
it's gonna always be there. Yeah. It's gonna always be there. So if you don't have anyone to talk to and to express your feelings to, and they're dumping on you, and then you're pouring from an empty cup because you're empty too. Because they didn't dumped all their stuff on you.
I wouldn't say dumping, because that sounds bad.
Okay.
I'd say, I don't know, just telling you how they feel, but that's up to you as a person to be like, oh yeah, I'm going through the same thing, or something like that. It's not like they're purposely like, oh, let me tell you about my bad situation so you can feel bad for me.
Sometimes it is.
Oh, sometimes it is, but in my experience, I just be quiet after someone tells me something really bad, or I just try to support them. I don't tell them worse stuff, or
right.
Yeah.
Right. No, and it's okay to support, but you can't support when you have stuff on you too.
Yeah.
Because their stuff with your stuff, and you have no one else, you have no outlet. That makes it worse for you. Now your shit is worse.
Yeah.
Because their stuff is on you, your stuff is on you, and you have no outlet. So we have to learn how to
stop with the madness.
This girl. Yeah, so it's a lot to this. This is a really good subject, and I thank you for coming on. Is there anything else you would like to say?
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Well, you guys, that is the end of part 31 of Let Me Help You Up. We will definitely be back next week for part 32, and I am excited. I can't wait to talk about it. I will see you guys next time. Peace.